mostly top 4. And as we get into our first game, let's go.
Yep, starting it off, like I said, on Mammoth. Kyler Alice not able to pick up the spawn weapon. This is going to be nice for Dummy. Would have the opportunity to go Katars into unarmed, which is pretty nice for Katars, but Kyler Alice does eventually pick up this great sword.
Yeah. Now, the great sword, again, as I said, it's definitely caught a couple nerfs, but I think that overall, it's kind of still that same dominant weapon on if you can get that first hit and then read the dodge, like you're going to get some nice damage regardless. But yeah, now he's getting okay, back and forth right there with the down air combos. I like it, down air down light combos, but he's still getting chased up. Gonna go ahead and let that one go away, get back to the stage. Very smart.
Ooh, okay, weapon toss, good protection there for Kyler Alice, but now he's left himself unarmed. Likely want to lean on this sword for the potential for the D-Light into the recovery for the knockout, because both of them are in that kill percent.
Yeah.
Kyler Alice slips by and does pick up a sword.
Okay. Here we go. Sword on deck, and that's going to be, no, not actually going for the recovery, but honestly still gets a nice neutral layer there to pop him back into the air, and that is going to be it right there. Great gravity cancel into the recovery. I was expecting to go for it after the down air, but maybe it was like a little too far away, so he was like, I don't want to risk it. But that was nice, a little patience right there. Still netted you a stock.
Yeah, I thought he had the bounce there for that one. Meanwhile, Kyler Alice now is going to be struggling to get this knockout. We saw Dare into Nair be a really good tool in the EU last weekend, but right now Kyler Alice is getting nothing.
Oh,
He's
man.
Getting chopped up.
He barely touched that wall, too. I'm not even sure. I don't think he had his dodge before, so that might have been it if he wasn't able to get that. But either way, yeah, he is just struggling to find this stock. Can't get the neutral layer, can't get the neutral light. Just nothing really working out in his favor. About to get lapped in percentage.
Yeah, this is looking real good for Dummy. Recovery will punish that spot dodge from Dummy. Kyler Alice finally gets that stock, but man, look at that health.
Yeah, that is, it's very, yeah, I was like, it's very red. It's time for you to go. So immediately swipes him out of there. And that is going to be one stock left here for Kyler Alice. Dummy, man, definitely doing a great job on this first game, putting the pressure on Kyler Alice and letting him know that, hey, man, this isn't going to be no easy win.
Yeah, that was basically a 2-for-1. It took 2 of Kyler Alice's stocks to get 1 of Dummy's.
Right. Chopping him up.
Nice return from Kyler Alice, but he's still taking the brunt of the damage. You can see Dummy really outpacing him.
Kind of dancing real quick, but managed to get away from that. And honestly, Kyler Alice is kind of doing some work on this stock for what it's worth, but it may just be too late. Yeah, that's going to be an easy pickup. I think that was down sig. Yeah, he just kind of, no, I don't think that was side sig. It's a little farther. But regardless, he hit him, he swiped him, and he's gone.
It's tricky to tell. The down sig and side sig, they hit in different spaces, but they look similar. And of course, Kyler Alice, he's going to make the immediate swap to the Bode Bar. Wasn't really feeling the J-Un in that one.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, yeah, it didn't look too well for him. The Great Sword seemed to have lost its luster like relatively early in that matchup, so then it was just Sword versus, I guess, Sword versus Guitar and Sword. While I know he still tried to use his Great Sword a little later in that match, it didn't seem like he really got much after the beginning. So, pretty good switch here. You got, the sword still, and then you get the hammer, very exact weapon, if you will. It's like whatever you think you're doing with the hammer is exactly what you're doing. Like, I want to hit this way, I'm doing it. All right.
It's very straightforward. You point in the direction of the opponent and you press the attack button.
Yep.
But yeah, I really like the swap to the Bode Bar just because like where he was struggling the most was getting that first stock, right? Like he had Dummy in the red and he just couldn't get the stock. Hammer is going to be able to do that for him.
I mean, of course, if he could find those conversions too on the sword, he would have been able to do that as well. But yeah, Dummy was just kind of playing around him quite well with sword versus sword action. And still kind of doing that. Wait a minute. I thought he was going to go for that ground pound, but no. Waits it out. Doesn't want to. That's the down for sure. That was a very short one.
Oh, Kyler.
Oh, come on, bro. Not like this.
What? He had the movement, but then he like fast fell to avoid the threat of Dummy and just didn't have the movement a second time. And now Kyler Alice, again, going to get lapped by Dummy.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
Get back. Yeah, he's going to get right back into there. Now, we are trying to see exactly how he's going to get right through this pressure, and he managed to do that right now. A nice little hits right here from the... Oh, what is going on? That is... there must be a malfunction somewhere in this game. He has dropped another stock. I'm not sure why he did that. That had to be a malfunction of the controller, but he's going to continue to play it out. He just kind of walked off right there, so I'm going to assume that was definitely a malfunction. But this has left him in a really bad spot. Now he's most likely going to go down 2-0 to Dummy. He's going to have to fight his way all the way back on most of his counter picks as well. Oh, that's going to be rough. Yeah, man, that's the worst. I feel like that's the worst part about it. It's just, you know, like you don't want to get this far into the bracket and then have some malfunctions on your internet or whatever. But he ends up getting an air there. Maybe he can potentially pull this one back from the depths.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to basically have to reverse 3-stock this one to get it back. But the hammer has that potential. I mean, it's Kyler Alice we're talking about. Like, this dude's dominated Australia. If anyone can do it, it's going to be Kyler Alice.
Yeah, I don't know if it was internet issues, controller issues. It's just, man, it's so unfortunate to get those this late into the bracket, you know?
Yeah, that's just a rough spot to be in. The recovery's going to do it. And now, Dummy still yet to drop a game. Kyler Alice is having a rough time here in the Spring Championship. Yeah. And now Kyler Alice has to reverse 3-0 in order to win and go into the Grand Finals.
Yeah, I just wasn't expecting it to go down like this, man. This is a rough outing for Kyler Alice for sure. But you got one more game, and potentially you got one more game to try to prove himself for sure. But, you know, if he can't do it there, then Dummy will be moving on to that that Grand Finals.
Whoa.
He's feeling good about it.
We talking a deep pocket pick with this one, though. Going over to the Zariel for game number 3. No carryover to any of the previous characters he's played or reported today.
You know what's crazy, too, is that I was literally just talking about that last stream.
Yeah.
Or I was like, man, you know what? I really think that Zariel might actually make some waves. And here we are. Here we are looking at Zariel. I hope it makes some waves. I hope it makes some waves, though, because, you know, if this is like a deep pocket pick and it doesn't go well, then I'm going to have to eat those words.
Yeah. He just does 10 damage. You're like, ooh, okay.
All right, so here we go. Kyler Alice on the Zariel, max defense as well, so he loses a little of that dexterity, but it's probably not that big of a deal for him. Didn't realize that Zariel is so slow, too, but he's got a lot of attack and a lot of defense, so we'll be able to tank some hits here and dish out some good damage. He's able to get in there.
I also noticed, just checking out their titles, that it's the World Champion 2019 versus 2020, I think is what their titles were. So it's both, you know, representative year after year for Australia.
Yeah. All right. So get some free damage right there. Nice little combination right at the beginning. Ooh. Gotta get yourself back down. Putting himself in a bad position. Not sure why he went for that nair so high up there. But, yeah, Dummy just all over him. Doesn't matter which area he's dodging. Dummy already knows. He dodged in. Dummy was already throwing that side air backwards.
Yeah, Dummy's doing a really good job maintaining this pressure with the sword. Kyle Ellis going to quick hop over that side air, but still not getting the biggest momentum with 2 really good momentum tools. He gets the side light, but doesn't really do much afterwards.
Okay. Now, the crazy part about this is that it does look like Kyler Alice or Dummy was in control of, you know, like the I guess the flow of the game, but the damage says otherwise. You know, they're pretty much even right now, and he's been able to live that luckily because Zariel does have a lot of defense, but, you know, still, how are you going to get this KO is the real thing. I think that's one of the issues with Zariel, if I remember, is that he doesn't really have good true combos into his SIGs.
Yeah, it's really hard for him to get into those signatures. He does still have things like bow D-Light in the recovery, things like that, but he is going to struggle a little bit to get these knockouts.
Yeah, he's going to mostly gonna go for a hard read or a raw SIG. But he does find it right there, the neutral air. The good thing about having this Legend having so much force, though, you do have options to get some KOs on some things that do obviously KO in this game, but KO a little faster when you have this high force.
That Nair, generally not the strongest knockout tool, but he's going to be going over to the gauntlets again, just trying to get these dodge read setups. It's going to take him a little bit of time to get warmed up on these gauntlets to see how Dummy reacts.
Yeah. Maybe, yeah, this is the first time he's played gauntlets throughout the set. I mean, honestly, first time he's played both these weapons because there was no crossover through any of this. The bow and the gauntlets both coming out, but seems to be doing quite well, at the very least on that bow. Nice little combination yet again. Okay,
he's reading a dodge.
Okay. that was a little much right there for me.
Yeah, I think the only reason why that wasn't a better read was because Dummy was unarmed and there was a weapon right behind him. But like normal situation, I think Dummy dodges in there and Kyler Alice was looking for that.
Okay, I can see that. Kyler Alice though, doing a really good job of at least keeping the lead here. But ooh, and he tried to drop a SIG out of there. Yeah, it was a down SIG most likely.
Yeah. Where you go?
Oh.
Okay. I guess he he knew he didn't have the jumps.
Oh, okay. That's unfortunate.
All right, good spot dodge.
Yeah, only down by a little bit if he can find this stock here. End up throwing that weapon away, but dummy. Oh, the little three-piece right there.
Oh, Kyler Alice is getting desperate though. You see him throwing out all these 6. Oh, the Nez! Dummy! No!
You're absolutely nasty, bro. Like, that was so sick.
I thought he was done. He was like, all right, recovery, Nair, back off. Just kidding. Went back in, Nair, chase dodge, Nair. Dummy, deleting Kyler Alice. Still yet to drop a game and is now sitting in the grand finals. That is disgusting.
Yeah, man, if you keep playing like that, there's no doubt in my mind that you're winning this tournament. Like, that was just domination throughout. Now, I know in that second game there was some technical difficulties for Kyler, but the first and third game with no technical difficulties, Dummy was still, you know, on top. So, by a large margin, I mean, I feel like this game was a little closer throughout the stretch, but near the end, I mean, he just exploded at the end. Good stuff to Dummy right there to go ahead and take this winners finals, now sitting grands. From Elsem did not go well at all. But here we go. On the other side of things, now Elsem popping off with the Asuri, the character he was just playing against. And he's like, you know what? I saw some pretty cool stuff in there. Let's see if I can do that. Okay. I don't whiff here right at the beginning, but still the damage being mostly on to Elsem. Doggo, a hot start here. Maybe pulling some of that momentum from the last game.
That's a 0 to death.
Yeah, I think he got hit not once actually. Still sitting in that perfect white, you know.
Yeah, I thought like I'm pretty sure Elsem still had the recovery there. I think he was expecting to touch the corner there, which is why he didn't do more actions and unfortunately just fell to his death. Really nice start for Doggo against Elsem, the seeming scythe main.
Okay. All right, this is
wow.
terrible. Yeah, he's just gonna go ahead and give that stock up, and I don't know if he's gonna give it the whole game, but yeah, this was not a good game for him at all. Not sure if we're actually going to be able to get back into it, but it doesn't look like it when you got combinations like that. You were getting pieced up. Yes, just leave.
What happened?
Just go. It's time. You have to go.
My people need me. He just floats off into the distance. 74 damage put out from Elsem. Complete destruction from Kenga's Doggo. I don't even there's no breakdown or analysis you can give. That was just Elsem getting destroyed.
Yeah, the only breakdown analysis we can give is switch characters immediately, expeditiously. It's time for you to get off of this is not for you. So we need to see some more Scythe Legends from you. Oh, he's keeping it.
He's sticking with it.
No, what else though? Are you throwing? What is? He's either throwing or this is for content. This is for content.
Yo, I was gonna say he's pimping his TTV on his player tag. His TTV Elsem BH. So maybe he's just trying to say hey, come watch the content live on my stream.
Yeah, man. Because right now I feel like this is so he can go for the reverse 3-0. That's gonna be the biggest content drip of all time right there.
Yeah. Throwing two. It's the YouTube video title writes itself. Throwing 2 games and winning.
Yep. I made an insane comeback. Okay, all right, buddy. Well, we'll see. I mean, you're gonna have to do something because the way that first game started was terrible, and the second game doesn't look like it's starting much better. Right now, he did get a hit before he lost that first stock, so there's that.
Doesn't get the dunk down. Doggo just underneath it. Elsem looking a lot more lively here in game number 2. Still not getting as much damage, but you know what? It's more than the 0 damage he got on his first stock last game.
Yes. And that's honestly all that matters right now. Just as long as you were playing better than that first game, because honestly, right now, the first game was pretty much over, so.
It's a wash, though. He's moving on from it. He's getting good damage. Doggo currently unarmed, and Elsem trying to deny it. Doesn't get the dunk down, though, and Doggo's going to punish with the side air.
Okay. Ooh! That was clean right there. Get the neutral air into the immediate gravity cancel neutral sig. Nice little uppercut right there.
Elsem's got some face of his own, though. Launches Doggo. Still not quite enough to finish off this stock. Needs a little bit more damage on this one. Fate can be surprisingly tanky sometimes.
Yeah. Okay. Stepping out of there. Nope. That's another hit right there as well. Fate. Still dancing on him.
He missed the weapon toss. Still not enough.
feel like she's been hit so often, so much too with this weapon in hand. The disarm has to be coming soon if she doesn't get sent out of here, though. Okay,
she's just gonna disarm herself.
Yep.
Okay, all right. Gravity canceled down heavy. Just put out a big ol' hitbox at the bottom there. Doggo gonna lose that first stock, but also did take quite a bit of damage there to get that stock.
Yeah. So okay, managed to scoop up that that orb. The orb's definitely been what's been bringing home the bacon here for Doggo. It's mostly orb. I feel like there's been a slight scythe play, but if you've been talking about the bigger hits and the bigger combos, it's mostly been orb racking it up right now.
Just over the down sig. Still, Elsum not getting the biggest damage on his engagements with Doggo. Gets back onto the stage.
I honestly thought he was gonna like go straight into the warp star because like it seems like that weapon toss seemed like it actually forced Doggo or Elsum to hit the ground. So would have been like a nice try at a pickup there, but doesn't seem to matter too much. He's still got a good damage lead. Just has to find this last hit. No neutral stick gonna find the mark.
Just barely missing here. Doggo trying to find this finishing blow, but Elsum is getting these hits here and there, trying to find his way back into this game number 2. Otherwise, Doggo's going to be in a really strong position. And there's that warp star you were talking about, the side signature, and sends it forward for the knockout.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I don't really see too many people send it down. I feel like the down one has like significantly less force, but I guess if you're like off the stage, that was clean. If you're off the stage, that's always going to be nice if you're sitting down in a way, and obviously that's never the way you want to go in a platform fighter. So, still,
yeah,
though,
it's
even game.
Yeah, you definitely don't see that down active input as often. But yeah, like you said, Elsum able to even it up off that ground pound into the recovery on the Katars. And very real possibility of Elsum taking this into game number 3, tying it 1 apiece.
Uh-oh.
Nice hits from Elsum.
Okay. Ooh, that weapon toss right there to go ahead and keep that combo going. Picks it up and gets the down air sent backwards, but weapon toss yet again. Managed to pick it up. That was very far away, but generous grab box right there.
She's just getting the tip of that scythe, and it is going right into her hands. But the recovery from underneath, Elsum almost taking game number 2. Nice weapon toss stops the movement from Doggo. Elsum disarms himself.
Oh,
that's
that
a nair. That's
bad. I feel like that was a recovery for sure.
Yeah.
Like,
that was just a reaction there, just like I'm going to hit him with something. Don't let him get away with it. But a sidelight Sair, that's not enough.
Okay. Playing it safe because obviously, yeah, man, if a straight recovery hits, you're gone. So got to play it relatively safe here on this stock. He tries it. Okay, that's it. That's it. Yep. Oh, man. Okay, so Fate, I mean, the Asuri actually kind of popping off here in the second game. First game was pretty bad for sure, but that second game was a lot more respectable, almost to a victory on Elsum's side. I wonder if he's going to keep it again. Yep, he's going to keep it again. He's going straight Asuri. Interesting.
Yeah, I guess Elsum is seeing something in his Katars. Of course, he did have some momentum moments there with the Katars, but here we go. Game number 3, Elsum 1 game away from getting knocked out of the tournament, and Doggo continuing on in the bracket.
All right.
That gravity cancel sidelight from Doggo, able to keep that momentum going onto Elsum. Good damage coming out from Doggo. Again, the side air is not going to go for the swap over to the side. Knows that he has Elsum in that kill percent, and the orb is the better weapon for that situation.
Ooh, okay, the perfect dodge. Go through that ground pound though. Yeah, I mean, Elsum, I mean, he is behind, but he definitely had the stage control for about a good 10 seconds there. Get himself back into this game. All right. Good movement here, but throwing that gravity cancel sidelight, put himself in a bad position. Oh, great catch, but not enough for the KO still. Great read on that, knowing he was going to jump up.
Yeah, we're seeing Doggo struggle to finish the stock off, but the shotgun blast from the side will give him the stock advantage. Now he needs to get that extra credit. Elsum gonna taunt on his respawn.
Okay.
Do it. Off the platform. He's a little higher up, so definitely stronger chance of getting that knockout with that recovery there.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and get this stock. We're doing some good damage here. Still, I'm trying to add it up. See, it ends up getting the stock advantage right now, as we have a pretty, again, a pretty even game. Elson not too far behind. Overextended a little bit there, but doesn't seem to matter too much. Unarmed. Yeah, I'm definitely. I feel like honestly, Doggo just wants to play orb. There's the Scythe did get a kill earlier with the shotgun, but it has been mostly orb action from him. Respectable
sure,
though. I like that. I kind of play Fate the same way.
Yeah. She's got a great orb kit for sure. Doggo again gonna throw out the neutral signature, misses the weapon toss. Elsem gonna take full advantage, doesn't hit his side air though. The big momentum opportunity for Elsem off the soft platform again. D-Light recovery, and Elsem poised to take game number 3 and take this to another match.
Yeah. Okay. Big juke. Up. Now we're gonna see how he can even this up right now. Playing a little risky off the side, but luckily Elsem just more concerned about getting back to stage than actually getting some type of counter attack. Okay, weapon toss. Back onto the orb. I think that was a neutral stick that actually got stuffed.
Yeah, you heard the startup of it.
All right, well, easy down there. You know what I'm saying? After a while, that stock was going to go, so.
Good, it didn't take too long to get that down there. And now we're down to final stocks. Basically even here. Doggo, yeah, off the... Oh! He didn't jump. He didn't jump for the nair, but he's still got a lot of damage to keep this evened up.
All right. Looking for that down air. Mix right here as well. Oh.
That weapon toss almost.
Yeah, that was going to be a nice little combination. I'm sure he wouldn't mean to do it on purpose, but would have been nice.
It would have been nice for sure, because at least it would have sent in a diagonal down. But Doggo disarmed off the recovery, picks up another orb, but he's just getting slapped around here.
Ooh.
Elsem ready to take it, but he's getting a little eager.
Yeah, honestly, I thought he was going to go for a gravity cancel side sig, but yeah, he popped him a little too far up, so. That was a little eager right there. Dashing straight in, going for the side light, but. Yeah, this is down to the wire, but mostly for Fate. She has to survive for a little longer, as we don't really have the KO percentage yet on Elsem. Outside of like a stray sig, and he looked for it.
Yeah. If he catches the sig, could still take this one 3-0. The side air is going to put him off screen. Doggo, another side air, and Doggo will take it 3-0 over Elsem.
Yeah, it was getting closer and closer for Elsem, but just could not find that victory. Now, I'm really interested as to why he decided not to play Scythe at all. Maybe he just doesn't really want to do the Scythe mirror, or he doesn't like Scythe versus Orb, because there wasn't really, it wouldn't have really been a Scythe mirror with the amount of time that Doggo spent on the Orb. But yeah, just not working out for Elsem. He's going to be taking that 4th place while Doggo moves on to play against Kyler Alice, trying to get this victory and see if he can get into grand finals and a chance to play against Dummy. So Dummy versus Doggo, or Dummy versus Kyler Alice is coming up after this match. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, right now, Kyler Alice, like you said, kind of just went straight into the Bode Bar. No longer messing around with the J-Yun here. Doggo likely will be coming in with the Fate again. I'm trying to see if there's any other character picks that we saw from Doggo get reported, but no, it's been all Fate all day. And now this is a tough spot on either side, right? Winner of this one goes on into Dummy, who has yet to drop a game today and has to beat Dummy in 3 games to reset it for another 3 games.
Yeah. I mean, a very tall ask, seeing that Dummy has been playing out of his mind today, has not dropped a single game in this top 8 so far. So I know that's feeling good. But Doggo, Kyler Alice, Kyler Alice, you know, he has kind of been running this region for quite some time. If you saw how many goals he has, but unfortunately, man, it might be a change of guard the way that Dummy's playing, but also has to get through Doggo. So it's not to say that Doggo can't do it right now. The way he's been playing right now, playing in that last match, you know, he was playing quite well too. It seemed like the set started to kind of escape near the end, but he managed to close it out, which is good. So let's see what he does against Kyler Alice here. As he's swapping a lot of characters. I'm not sure who he's going to pick yet. Looks like he's going for the Koji. Okay.
Interesting pick. Like I said, Doggo's been on the Fate all day, so this is not going to share any weapons with the Fate, but I guess it's a specific counter to Kyler Alice, just to go in with the Koji, something high dex, going to be a little bit safer than the Fate, and we'll have a lot of range with like the bow down.
Yeah. So what do you feel about the bow versus hammer matchup though? Is it like does either one of them?
If it goes down to the ground, I think bow has a lot of things that'll work really, really well.
Okay.
And usually like the obvious counters to the bow, like I was talking about in the earlier matchup today, like GC downlight on gauntlets is really good. You can't really do that with the hammer the way that you can with like gauntlets or sword.
All right, makes sense. All right, so here we go, getting into our first game on Demon Island. I don't think this might be the first time we've seen the stage today.
Yeah, it's been a lot of Mammoth today.
Yeah. So see how this one plays out though. We he's got the bow in hand now. You know, as you said, the bow does do a good job of covering a lot of space on the ground, but you know, if you end up recklessly throwing out that downlight and no one's on the ground, no one's home to get hit by, you're just putting yourself in a position to get punished as you are moving forward.
Yeah, and he does get disarmed off that stomp side air from Kyler Alice. Kyler Alice in a really good spot to take a huge lead if he can get another stomp side air onto Doggo. Stomp goes for, I think he was going for the Russian Mafia there and ended up getting just kind of a dash forward side heavy.
Yeah. So, I mean, these stomps are definitely coming out, man. He's playing, look at him, just kind of standing around. Very stoic right now with his gameplay. Not doing a lot of extra movement, just doing exactly what he needs to do. Finds the side air on the back of that dome of Doggo. Kind of overextends himself and taking that one to the face or to the back of the head. See how this one happens.
It's a little sideline. Kyler Alice gonna eat that tatami mat from Doggo. Both of them just kind of dancing around each other a little bit. Good dodge from Kyler Alice on reaction. Gonna go to the different hammer. Tries to catch Doggo with the ground pound, but didn't quite put him in the catch 22.
Okay. Big movement. Like that. All right, so this has been a kind of like a back and forth as far as the stage control and the momentum here. But it looks like we finally got a stock. Unfortunately, that was only a back and forth in momentum at that moment because Doggo is still relatively down here on the damage. He's trying to drill himself back in here. Great read right there. Not going for the downlight, actually sliding in and getting a neutral.
Yeah, but like you said, Doggo's still behind here. Going to eat that down air, and Kyler Alice poised to close out game number 1 in convincing fashion. Going to be sticking with this hammer. Hasn't had like huge momentum with the hammer, but trades are just so big for hammers.
Yeah. All right. Boom. Just nice hits here, but still, yeah, that hammer is doing it all. Got the full combo right there with the side light, dash down light, side air. Okay. Oh. A little off the mark with that down light, but still, I mean, would have put him way high up there. Just trying to see if he can potentially end that stock there, or at least put him in a position where he can try to fish for some neutral airs.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nice from Doggo.
Yeah, just not going to be able to make that one back. Doggo cycling these weapons. I think he is going to try to stay with the bow at the beginning, though. See if we can get a little weapon.
He's had a little bit more momentum with bow. I liked that edge guard, though, from Doggo. He had the down air and knew Kyler Alice didn't have the movement, so he didn't risk that nair for the chase dodge up.
Yeah. Okay, hold on now. He's actually kind of drilling himself back into this game. He's finding some good hits. Nice punish. And, oh, and a swap of weapons, too. But is that too late? Yeah, tried to push his advantage too much, and Kyler Alice immediately catches him, slides back in himself, actually, and throws out that down light into the recovery.
Yeah, I mean, Doggo was definitely starting to get some momentum on the tail end of that one, but like you said, Kyler Alice he had too much of a lead on that one. Just one reaction, and he was closing that one out. And we're seeing Kyler Alice a swap on win. He's going to make it over to the Petra.
Okay. Petra could be bringing some, some new life to this here set, but we'll have to see. We also got the Debonair, the debutante Bolivar, looking real nice.
It's that gala event comes around in November for the anniversary of the game.
Oh, is that every November?
Yeah, that's one of the newer events. Obviously, the Brawlhalla is the newest event.
Yeah, well, that's nice though. All right, because I don't even play Bolivar like that. Still got that skin. He's just real dapper.
He's ready for a party.
Yeah. So here we go. As we get into our next game, we have a little more on the speed here, so he's trying to dance around a little more around Bovar. You know, middle ground character, pretty much even stats all about. But as you can see, we're gonna try to get a little more speed on the Petra side of things, which is understandable. I feel like when you're playing Gauntlets and when you're playing Orb, I understand why speed would be such a big factor here.
It is interesting, though, that Doggo went into the Bodvar against Kyler Alice after Kyler did so well with it. But either way, Kyler did make the swap over the Petra first, so I guess this is just straight up Doggo being like, I know what'll work against it.
Okay, man, I guess he just didn't want to do the ditto here. Interesting. Like, I feel like, you know, you played so solid, I don't think it really mattered who was playing against you as long as your fundamentals are set, and it seemed like your fundamentals were definitely set in that last game. But I don't want to take anything away from this here. Petri does have the percent lead, goes a little crazy right there for the neutral sig, and wow, at that, just one mistake puts him off of that stock.
Yeah, that was a nice side air from Doggo. The horizontal kill boxes can be pretty close here on Miami Dome. Kyler Alice needs to find the hit. Went for the sidelight, was likely going to go for a sidelight side air, but couldn't quite get it.
Can't get all the way up there. Maybe finds it down there though, and he is still. Yeah, all right, that's gonna be an easy pickup. So luckily, he didn't take too much damage. You know, losing that stock first, but still, yeah, didn't take too much damage here, and we fighting it out. That's true. I don't know. That might. I feel like that might have been a mistake, but you know.
Yeah.
Regardless.
I mean, it's got reach for sure, but Kyler Alice just having a little bit too much speed on that one.
Yeah.
Still behind in the damage department, though. Going to swap over to the orb.
That's the good thing about that damage. He's able to get just out in so quickly.
Yeah, nice punishes. Kyler Alice is punishing these whiffed signatures from Doggo.
Ooh.
Except that one hit.
Okay. Yeah, nice. Just right in the middle, and now the immediate scoop up, too. So I'm sure Colorado's going to be thinking about this pick because, yeah, this Bodvar has been paying off for Doggo. Might have to see the ditto here. Definitely might have to see the ditto, or maybe even the J-Un if he decides to go, you know, get a little froggy with it. But not sure. Just the way that this game is playing out right now. Wow, I like the idea of him going out down there to finish the game, though.
Yeah, Doggo was one to close that one out, but Kyler Alice with a nice recovery and the chase dodge up. Got himself up, got the side sig, has weapon advantage, but Doggo immediately picks up the sword.
Yeah. I think it's good, though, that, you know, they're still keeping it relatively even. You know, I feel like with the two weapons that Petra has, this is a very, like, momentum-based, like, if I get a read and I'm about to do a lot of damage type stuff while we're going against this is a very fundamental weapon. I'm not sure why he went that far away. Oh, like, almost kind of cost himself a stock there.
Yeah, I thought he was DCing and was going to, like, fall off the map there, but either way, Doggo does close out game number 2. The swap to the Bode working really, really well for Doggo. And I don't what is Kyler Alice doing? What is this? Is a Caspian?
He's picking a Caspian? Oh.
No, okay.
All right.
He hovered the Caspian.
Okay.
And I was like, all right, dude. And then swapped over to the Bodvar. Doggo, in response, did hover the Koji. It seems like it's just counter picks that they're trying to go for.
Interesting, though, because I feel like you played so well, and a decent amount of that was with the hammer. I would probably stay Bodvar. That would be my idea, but we'll see. Oh, there, he heard me. Wait. Nope. But did he hear me?
Does he have the stream open? I don't know. But it
Nah.
looks like it's going to be the Koji for game number 3. Just a repeat of game number 1. That's just so odd that it didn't just roll down into a Bodvar versus Bodvar, considering they each won a game with the Bodvar.
Hey. So, yeah, I'm a little surprised that we're kind of like it's some type of like gentleman. We would never play Bodvar at the same time. Like,
Yeah.
oh, all right. But yeah, this is. I mean, like the thing is though, he does still have the sword, and honestly, if he starts to play a little better on this bow, this still could be a victory for him. I did see a lot of good hammer playing there though, so I'm kind of surprised that he was willing to give that up so easily. But we'll see what happens. Maybe he just needed to feel how it felt to play Bodvar to know how to play against it or something.
In order to defeat the Bodvar, he has to become the Bodvar,
Yeah.
but only for 1 game.
Yeah, just enough to get information. So, this is not looking great here at the very beginning, but he's not, you know, not getting decimated yet. Just hasn't really been able to find his way in. Finally finds the hit and does kind of have a read there, but pulls back, doesn't go for the side air. Okay, there it is this time.
For the down air to follow up. Kyler out punishes return with the down sig. Still needs to finish this stock off. Likely looking for a stomp side air.
Okay, you gotta watch where he's standing right there because yeah, he's sitting in a position where that stomp side air will definitely take it on the side, but he's fighting his way back onto the stage. And that looks good in that side air. Tries to go for the down air as well. You know, better angle, stronger as well. If you're trying to go for those, you know, those spike downs. Now the side air does also have a great hit. That was a beautiful roll in, or beautiful side sig off the side too, with the gravity cancel. So
that was an interesting reaction from Dog with a side sig there, which takes the more precision. Like down versus like a time, which has kind of that arc that you could have put on the side air.
Okay. All right, so sending him back up there. Oh, and that is going to close that out quickly. So we got a pretty even game. I think that Doggo, you know, holding this lead definitely probably feels good, but at the same time, though, he is dealing with this hammer, and he is dealing with Kyler Alice. Kyler Alice has been playing quite well in this Bodvar. All of his other characters outside of today, I feel like his Bodvar has definitely been doing it up, but like all of his other characters kind of been lacking a little bit, which is fine because Bodvar is a solid character to be playing well on. Now, some great damage here. I'm trying to figure out who's going to get this first advantage. Tommy Matt's going to get some extra damage there, but he reaches a little far there with that side stick, and now they are scrapping off the side, and somehow this ends up being in the favor of Doggo. Wow, he just couldn't even make it back to the stage. So Doggo, that was an interesting scrap for sure there on the left side, but it looks like Doggo was able to take that one. So can he get the two and give Kyler Alice a third place finish? Ooh, okay, just easy side air. Okay. So, even so, the game is relatively even right here. That was a great turnaround for the neutral sig. Realized he was going to come back down on him. Gets another one. And so that's really good damage. 2 neutral sigs in the damage portion of this match. Now, obviously, he's not going to go for the KO yet. Going for a side sig. Not going to get that. I'm not sure why he decided to go for that either. The neutral sigs right now have been the B&B, the what's really hitting. Goes off the top, and wow, he kind of just stole that game. Was not expecting him to take it like that, but Doggo running away with that last section of the game. So this is looking good for him. 2-1 now over Kyler Alice. Right. So we're waiting to see what happens between our two. We're going right back. I think we're going right back. This is Doggo and Kyler Alice. Game 4. Doggo doing a great job of potentially putting Kyler Alice out of this tournament. All right.
That was really good.
Yeah,
Doggo, of course. And now he's going to be sticking with the Koji now that he's won with it. I guess to that point that we made at the start of the last one, he had to become the Bodvar to defeat the Bodvar.
Yes. So, I mean, I know that's got to feel good, too, because, like, he really, like, literally that last section, they were pretty much even until he decided to go for that down air recovery. And he bounced so high up, it was perfect for him. So, also a lot, in that last section, he got a lot of, like, good
I feel like he's gonna make the internet argument. Oh no, okay, he's going back in. I thought he was gonna like try to play for the just like completely reset the game, but looks like he's just going in. Maybe just didn't like that first stock.
Yeah, I mean, but he has so much left on that first stock, which is very interesting that he decided to give it up so quickly. But you know, maybe this is a strat. You know, maybe this is for the YouTube vid.
Yeah, if this is for the strat, you know, this is one strat that I haven't heard of. But I'll be interested to see how it plays out, as of course he is now about to be lapped. Definitely a stock behind, charging up a weapon toss point blank. This is I don't know what strat. I don't know what playbook he is reading out right now.
Yeah, this is. I mean, just a lot of weird stuff going on. But he almost gets the stock there. Back down in the down sig. Okay. Maybe expecting to be a little closer, and that's going to be another stock right there for Doggo. I mean, this is all but over unless Kyler Alice makes the craziest comeback of all time. Comes straight down, goes for. Okay, what's going on? He's breaking, bro. The mental is boom. It's gone.
There's nothing coming out of Kyler Alice. This is
He finds it. You know, if you throw enough haymakers, you'll eventually hit one.
Yeah, I mean it was bound to connect. Doggo was definitely deep red, but it's gonna take nothing shy of a miracle here for Kyler Alice to close out game number 4 and take this to game 5. This is Kyler Alice we're talking about, someone who's dominated the region, who has won all but 2 of the times he went into the top 8 of a tournament, and now he's looking to get knocked out in the loser's final as the ground pound connects, and that'll do it. Doggo gonna win it out 3-1 over Kyler Alice.
Which is so weird that the damage is so close. Because, like, you know, stock-wise, you're not going to think about that. But Kyler Alice threw that first game stock for whatever reason he thought, you know, came back on that last stock, was being a little weird with the haymakers, but he did manage to get one. I don't know what's going on, man. Maybe just not having a great day. Let me go ahead and see what he's saying in the chat, potentially. Nope, just a GG. Nothing said in the chat there either, so just, I don't know, man. Just an off day for Kyler Alice, I guess, guys.
Yeah, I guess it's unfortunate, though. This is the spring championship. There can only be one champion. And Kyler Alice going to get his first ever bronze medal in the Australian region. Meanwhile, Doggo and Dummy about to fight it out in the grand finals.
Yeah, so, I mean, good stuff to Doggo. He's been, you know, he's been popping off ever since he's been out in this bracket. He's lost 2 games between Goddess, the Elsa match, and now the Doggo, or the Kyler Alice match. So, but unfortunately, he is going against Dummy, who has lost no games. And I guess it really depends on exactly what he can do against this Suri. Dummy really taking this character to the limits.
Oh, it is worth pointing out that Kyler Alice was the one who knocked Doggo into the lower bracket. So I guess that was kind of the revenge for Doggo to close out over Kyler Alice. And so Dummy and Doggo.
Weird revenge, though, man. Like, he kind of like gave it up. Like, I don't know, man. That was just a weird game all around. So.
Yeah, that was something. There's not a lot of much to be said about that one. But Doggo and Dummy have yet to fight today, and here they're going to be fighting in the grand final. Winner of this is the Australian Spring Champion.
Yeah. So I'm going to see what happens here to go ahead and finish that out. And, of course, after that, we'll have Southeast Asia for you as well. So the Brawlhalla action is not stopping anytime soon. Zip and Flambeau will be up as your commentators for that. But, yeah, man, it's going to be a nice little night for Brawlhalla for you Brawlhalla fans out there.
For sure, and for you Doggo fans, there is that possibility that Doggo gets the double. Having won in the 2v2s just last weekend alongside Elsum, very real possibility that if Doggo wins over Dummy here, which would be kind of a tall task, then Doggo could get the double, the 2s and the 1s dub in Spring Championship.
Yeah. So, I mean, honestly, dude, like just from how people are playing right now, this is definitely best case scenario. I feel like Dummy's Doggo kind of made short work of the losers bracket, and Dummy has been making short work of everybody who's played so far. So I still would probably give it to Dummy, but you know, maybe Doggo will hit that latent power, tap in.
Yeah. This is that lower bracket power. He's gonna have to win the first best of 5 in order to reset it. Meanwhile, Dummy just has to continue what he's doing and not drop a single game to be crowned the spring champion.
Yeah. So he's moving further and further away. Here we go. Okay, finding some good hits there. This is the thing, though. I feel like Dummy is just playing, like, he plays so like sticky. You know, even when you feel like look at it, he's still right there. He's like, even when you think you're getting away, you're like, all right, let me reset the neutral. He said, what are you talking about? There's no resetting happening. I'm right here.
He's just staying right on top of Doggo. But Doggo does get the stage control, so it's looking like a good spot for Doggo, but Dummy gets back up safely.
Okay. Yeah, that's gonna, like, it's just the spacing right now that you can see from nice, good stuff. Just the spacing you can see right now from Dummy. Just barely fading attacks, but also putting himself in a great position to go ahead and get his own. Great read right there to get that neutral, but no weapon coming out yet. He's gonna get starved here, back on the sword.
Yep, has complete control of this one. Doggo gonna wait for the weapon spawn, dips past Dummy. Really good movement to get there without taking any damage, but still not putting a whole lot of damage out onto Dummy on this first stock.
Let's do that real quick. Still. Nice little maneuvers right here as well. Look at, ooh. See, that's what we've seen a lot from Doggo is that gravity cancel, like right above the edge, or right above the stage side light. And it has been getting a couple of catches, but like, you know, if Doggo's been or if Dummy's been watching, I'm sure he's been seeing that a lot as well. Still living just barely. I'm not sure how he's gonna get all the way past this, the reverse jab, and he believed he was coming down there for sure.
Yeah, he's like, I got the soul read. You're gonna come over here. I'm gonna dunk you down. But Doggo, really good spacing on that one. Got the down air, and actually looking pretty even. Doggo didn't take too much damage to close out that first stock.
Yeah. Okay. So with that being said, man, I feel like the action has kind of subsided a little bit here. Is there kind of big chilling? You see a little bit of a slowdown, mostly because I feel like it was the weapon choices. And there it is, man. I mean, Doggo, he can find some combinations off this orb though.
It definitely has that potential to build up a lot of damage really quickly and just maintain that pressure. Dodges forward, expecting them to throw out the down air, but he waits for it and will get a down light side air. Again, Dummy in the driver's seat.
Okay. There we go. Gets a little uppercut.
Side air in response. Doggo again going to try to get this stock without taking too much damage. Side air needs a little bit more here. Dummy does have the movement, will get the touch, and Doggo backs away, respecting the potential dunk down that gravity cancel neutral sig.
Hey, I mean, honestly, dude, like this isn't really out the realm of possibility for Doggo to actually get back and win it. I mean, he really doesn't have too much damage on him. It was a very hot start, obviously. Oh, that would have been so hilarious if he lost that weapon. But it's a very hot start for him, you know, obviously for Dummy. But like, it seems as though Doggo's kind of either caught on or he's kind of cooled off a little bit. Dummy hasn't really been able to play that, you know, that super aggressive, sticky pressure that we've seen him do. Oh my God! Oh, if he would have went for a double down there, that might have been it. But he went for the side to push him a little further out.
Yeah, I mean, it has a little bit more active frames, and it hits closer. But, man, Dummy, thanking his lucky stars there. Still getting damage put out onto him, though. Doggo doing a really good job climbing back into this game number one.
Yeah, I was like, is this going to be Doggo's or Dummy's first loss here at the hands of Doggo? Okay, and just slide through that. He definitely doesn't have a lot left in the tank, but now this is kind of where I feel like he shines. Ooh, if he would have, oh, I thought he was gonna go for the recovery right after. Okay, has to make it back down. Oh, there it is! The first loss to Dummy coming from Doggo. Okay.
Doggo did it, and there was a lot of times there where Dummy was looking strong, was looking like he was gonna just run away with it. But Doggo brought it back off the back of the orb play. Lots of this Fate orb coming out for Doggo.
Yeah. All right, man. So I'm interesting. I mean, Dummy really started that game quite well, and then I guess it just started escaping. Doggo really like whittling his way back in. And I think that's kind of just two different styles, man. Like Dummy, you know, he's balls to the wall. Like I'm going in. But if you can stop that, if you can quell that, I feel like it makes it a little harder for him to find these wins. And that's exactly what Doggo did.
I definitely think there's a level of Dummy just like being so in your face that you can't really think, and he just kind of shuts down a lot of his opponents. Where Doggo is just like able to put out this space and just say, all right, I can slow this one down and just chip away at you.
Yeah. So Doggo Dummy going right back at it again. No swap of characters. I wasn't expecting to see a swap of characters anyway, at least not in this set. But Dummy, I don't know, does Dummy even play anybody else like of note that you feel like he would bring out if this got bad?
I don't know. I feel like Dummy's gonna just stick with the Asuri.
Yeah. Okay. So I mean, we've seen a swap here from Doggo to Bodvar, but I mean, with the way that he played that first game, I don't think we're gonna be seeing that anytime soon. He was able to whittle his way back in, and now, okay, here we go. That's the Dummy that we know.
Nice dodge. Ooh. Good dodge down from Doggo. Dummy running out of jumps there. Yeah, Doggo with that down air denies the wall touch and will take the first stock.
Man, that's so crazy too, because it was all off that dodge. Like he dodged the the neutral sig, and because he didn't get slammed down, he got a chance to turn that all the way around, and that's what he did. So not even a lot of damage here onto Doggo. Ooh, nice bounce.
That back end of that neutral signature. D-Light Dare, trying to get these juggles. Dummy really likes to go for these D-Light Dares, and if Doggo can find the right punish on that one, could be big.
Okay. Hold on now.
Nice.
Now this is where he really pops off, man. I'm telling you, it's like that same area too, where he gets that same combo where he's just racking it up and you know, push you higher and higher. But unfortunately, missed that last option and did not have any options left after catching that down air, so he was out of there.
Yeah, that's the one risk. Like, yeah, he gets this huge burst of damage, and it looks super duper cool. But if he misses and he gets punished for it, like, he's burned a lot of movement to get that high and get that attack.
Like that reverse neutral air too, right there from. Oh man, it just looks like it hits hard. Like, like that just. And he actually swapped into it too, and I think he kind of tricked Dummy out too. Now thinking about it, because he jumped forward, so Dummy was probably expecting a side air or a side light, but instead he's got a straight up neutral sig. Got it again.
For a big
way
read.
Up there.
Still getting really good damage onto Dummy.
Not sure what he was going for right there. Maybe they're supposed to drop to that platform or something, but Warp Stall curses him out.
Okay, side air to punish. Another side air. Yep, that will even up the stock count, but Dummy is going to have to bring out some big strings with these guitars in order to take this game number 2. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's a big combo right there to go ahead and start it up.
Nice.
Oh no, is he still going?
Ooh, but he hits the Sair.
Okay, back on the stage, but he does. I don't think he touched ground. He's gone. I think he's gone. Yeah.
Have it. Game number 2 goes the way of Doggo. What? I mean, Dummy was making that comeback. He had the big string, but he missed one move on the edge guard, missed the Sair, and Doggo got the positioning, got the turnaround, and just, again, denying touches. That's what you're seeing with the edge guard from Doggo, is like just really safe to deny these wall touches.
Yeah, I think the thing is Dummy is just going, like, he's going one step too far. Like,
yeah.
Every time, like, you know, he gets a great combo, and then he goes one step too far, and Doggo capitalizes on it perfectly. So Dummy, if he could just pull back that last step that he's thinking of, you know, just tell the brain, no, not this one, and then reset, I think he could be getting a lot more damage and keep the aggression and the pressure on his side. Because I feel like right now he's just, you know, he goes a little too far, and then it just turns around, and it's like a seesaw. Like, he's all at the top, and then out of nowhere, he's at the bottom immediately.
Ooh, and we're seeing the first swap from Dummy. He's going to be going over to Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson for game number 3. This is a fine swap, because it's, again, he's on the winner's side of the grand final. So even if he loses here, it's just going to be a reset and a new best of 5. Otherwise, he gets this opportunity to kind of just like see if there's something that'll work a little bit better than the Asuri, something like the hammer, which has a little bit more force behind it.
Yeah. So for those who don't know, this is over Sentinel skin. So, but this is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson trying to ask you, do you smell what The Rock is cooking? And honestly, Doggo probably is not trying to hear any of that, as he wants to go ahead and reset this this bracket, so he can go ahead and get a chance at winning this whole tournament from behind too. And the only person that's given Dummy some losses. So this is I mean, this is big regardless. Even if he doesn't win here, this is really big for him as far as this tournament goes, with Dummy going so crazy, and the only person being able to actually quell him a little bit is Doggo.
Yeah. Good on Doggo to be the first to take a game and potentially the first to take a set off of Dummy here in the grand final, or in spring championship. Still, again, going to be sticking with the orb. He even did the swap to make sure that his next weapon is going to be the orb, just priming to be orb all day.
Okay. Yeah, wow, nice. At that. That was a perfect setup. Throw the weapon. You're going to have to dodge it, but I'm already here with the other one. And wrapped it up, you know, got the present of a great stock right there.
It was a really good job using that weapon toss to bait out the spot dodge from Dump, and then take full advantage of the fact that Dummy is locked in place during that spot dodge. A nice down sig, though, will shut down the side sig, shut down that star, and now we're going down to second stocks.
I feel like that was some surprising use of that down sig, too. I feel like that there's a hitbox on that is like relatively super weak that I seem like I only ever get. but he seemed to find the good part of that hitbox. Oh, tried to go for the double. Wasn't going to get the KO, but that still was going to be some good damage. That is the point of time, though, where I said if you would have just reset, like, you pushed him so high up, you could have got back to the ground, you know, and reset all your jumps, and also had the advantage of trying to get stop this person from landing.
Oh! Okay.
Still wasn't a bad idea, though.
Yeah. Could have been nice. I mean, Doggo's not that damaged that the ground pound would have been like a huge stock or anything like that. But
yeah.
Like you said, Dummy, I think he goes just one step a little too far. Like he gets something big, and then he's like, oh, I can. He gets eager. He wants to do a little bit more, and Doggo just says, nah.
Yeah, man. Oh. Dummy, just a terrible player at red light, green light, man. Always just one step too far on that red light. Unfortunate. Here we go. All right. But I mean, like, with that one step, sometimes I feel like that is just putting like fear in people's heart. Like he'll go the distance, you know?
Yeah. Hercules.
Here we go, though. There gets that. I don't think it's gonna take yet, but he does have a nice wide weapon to. Did that hit? Oh wow, a great save to at least, you know, extend that stock, make it look like you're gonna get back. Still put a little pressure on Dummy to actually find the last hit for the KO, and now he's on the guitars.
Doggo's doing a good job making Dummy work for that stock.
Yeah. Now, if Dummy does get this win, I wonder if this is going to be one of those situations where he finally gets the win, and then it's just, you know, it's curtains. But, you know, he still has to actually find the win here. He's doing some good damage, throws that up, and catches actually to go right back to the same weapon. Those are some of the times where I feel like he could have got a clean punish. That Warp Star was well off out the way, and he had already hit the ground before it even finished. So, okay, sends him up there. Not the hitbox he probably wanted, but still some good damage.
Oh, misses the punish, though.
Oh.
Both of them in the red. Doggo, one hit away. Oh, but he doesn't touch!
I wonder if that was just a miss. Like, he didn't throw, it didn't seem like he threw that the right way. Like, I think he probably wanted to actually throw that down left, but maybe a little controller or misinput. And him throwing that straight down, and he doesn't get the touch either. So, yeah, big facepalm moment. We could have been in a different set now, but it happens.
And that is gonna keep the reset from happening just yet. Dummy gonna hold on for dear life, and he's gonna think about this Sentinel pick. The Rock kind of worked. I think more so than the Rock being a good pick. Like, yeah, he had some okay hammer stuff with like Stomp Cider or whatnot, but more so than that, I think he started to hone in on what to do against Doggo, against the Orb. Like, you saw him spot dodging a lot of those side six more, like just really finding the positioning a lot better.
Yeah. All right, so let's see what happens here as we go into our next game. We have Doggo now getting his bands out the way. But Dummy, oh. Well, my screen is gone now. I'll wait.
you can go to the shop and come back.
Yeah, I know. Just out of nowhere, it was like, all right, well, time to go. All right,
we got some
swap of colors at least.
It's going to be Demon Island for game number 4 here in the grand final. Again, Doggo 1 game away from getting that reset. Dummy 2 games away from being crowned the champion. Thinking about this map pick, it's going to be Apocalypse. This is our first time seeing Apocalypse today.
Okay. Let's see how this one plays out, man, because I know this is Dummy really, you know, he's on the back foot right now. He's got to get himself a victory here. Did he confuse which side he was on? Because he left immediately. Like,
he definitely thought he was on the right side, and he just like walked off the map for a hot minute.
All right. Well, you know, regardless, they both managed to get their weapon. No real disadvantage or weapon disadvantage happening right there. But Dummy, you know, playing a little more reserved, I think, which is kind of what he needed to do, in my opinion. I do think that like a lot of the issue with this game was the fact that he was going so crazy. You know, if you can get the guaranteed damage, then for sure. But like after it's not guaranteed, maybe, you know, just sit back for a little bit.
Yeah, like take your damage and then walk away. Like, you don't need to keep that going sometimes. But Dummy doing a really good job here in game number 4. I think, like I was saying at the end of game 3, is that like he started to really figure out what he needed to do. But Doggo still keeping the lead in this one. Had the side light side air, one more, and the stock is gone. The down air will do it.
It looked like he was ready to line up that side air, but maybe not expecting Doggo to jump all the way out there anyway, because they were definitely right next to each other. But Doggo ended up getting that jump down air after lining it up and sends him packing. Great read on that. Doggo really all over him right now. Man, this kind of begs the question: what if Doggo was on this side of the bracket at the top? Like, because he did have to go against Kyler Alice, and that was the reason why he was in the loser bracket. But yeah, Dummy, it seems to be having a real hard time against Doggo right now. Ooh. Again, another stock almost gone. stock in danger for sure.
Gets the side air. Doesn't throw anything along that wall. Thought he was going to go for a recovery for sure, but another down air. And Doggo with a massive lead, still sitting on that first stock. Dummy down to his last one.
Yeah, this is quite surprising to see. You know, after watching Dummy dominate so hard, and Doggo kind of have to climb. I mean, he didn't really have any super close sets. A couple close games in there for sure, but Doggo is. I mean, this orb play is a masterclass of orb play for sure.
Doggo's looking so good with this orb in hand. Gonna wait on this wall for a little bit. Spot dodge on top of Dummy. Dummy with reaction spot dodge to avoid that GC side light. D-light recovery will stop the 3-stock.
Yeah, but unfortunately he's very hurt. So I mean, this is gonna take a lot of some of that Dummy go dumb gameplay. But like the thing is, like that gameplay has actually been working against him right now. So he's got to like play a reserved version of it to not take too much damage, but also still play like Dummy.
He's got to still keep that Dummy personality of going in, but he got to find the right time to do it, pick and choose. Goes in on top of Doggo, gets the 3-piece, but couldn't quite continue with the down air. Doggo waiting for the opportune moment to dodge out.
Okay. Yeah, now see the thing is, like, I feel like people don't really dodge the same way very often. So like obviously Dummy the first time dodged down. And so the second time, Dummy looked for, oh wow, doesn't get it? That's kind of surprising. But yeah, Dummy looked for the dodge down again. That's why he went for that down sig. But no, I mean, of course, you're not going to dodge the same way every time. No, unless it's like a guaranteed you can't catch me. Yeah,
but Dummy did take this down in the final stocks here. Potential for the reverse 3-stock, but still hurting on this last stock. I think Dummy's starting to still pick up on things here and there, though, right? Like, Doggo likes to do that GC side light on top, that half jump height, and Dummy is starting to find better punishes on top of it.
Okay. So this is the thing, though. I mean, like, well, I was going to say he was about 2 or 3 hits away from actually really being super in danger, but I think that might be it right there. Yeah, no other options left, and that is going to be a reset here from Doggo. Man, he is playing too well today right now. Was that 3-1?
Yeah, that was 3-1 in grand finals over Dummy, who had yet to lost a game yet, and now has lost 3 to Doggo and only took 1 in return. Man, he really needed that dare to hit. Like that very end Qatar dare. If he hit, he's good. Doggo's in hit stun. If he doesn't, then Doggo's in perfect position to completely shut it down. But now we have the final best of 5 for Australia. Doggo versus Dummy.
Yeah, man, I'm not sure how this is going to go now, man. I think Doggo has a lot of momentum, and Dummy is, he just hasn't been able to play his game, which is obviously a big detriment to, his chances at winning.
Are they gonna ban maps? They have gone to banning stage like 5 times while they were showing those replays. Doggo versus Dummy. A little bit surprised to see Dummy not just commit to the rock. Like, I know I was saying the rock wasn't the reason why he won that one, but it is also the only one he won with.
Yeah. So, all right, man. Definitely going to see how this one plays out. Doggo, Dummy lining up to play each other one more time for the last set of the Australian bracket. They are thinking deeply about this. We've been on the spectator stream for quite some time.
I don't know why they're so lost in thought on this map ban, but I think they're finally ready for game number 1 of the final best of 5 of Australia. Dummy versus Doggo, and we are going to be going to Small Mammoth Fortress. No surprises here. It's Australia. They like Small Mammoth.
Right, so getting into it, it is time to see if Dummy can fix whatever mistakes he made in this first stock or first set, or is Doggo really just about to run away with it. And honestly, man, just his orb play today has been phenomenal. Almost got the full. If he would have extended that was going to hit. He was directly under him. So yeah, the orb play has been straight phenomenal.
Yeah, Doggo, like you said, masterclass on how to play the orb, especially against Dummy. The recovery from below will keep that side sig from continuing, but Doggo's still just adding up damage.
Okay. Hold on now. He's definitely moving. Now he's on the scythe, but not, we don't really see him too often on the scythe, but as far as the sets we've been watching, but he has got some pretty decent kills with the scythe, man. I've seen some shotguns, a couple of neutral sigs. It worked out for him. Unfortunately, no weapon in hand. They both just dash dancing right now.
I was expecting Dummy to be like, all right, I have the weapon advantage, I have stage advantage, but he's just letting Doggo live. Ooh, okay, just a soft punish on the whiffed side heavy from Doggo. Doggo, no weapon spawn, so he's really waiting for the spawn there, and there it is, the orb.
I think that, honestly, wow, yeah, big pickup again. The neutral stakes are always hidden. I think if he didn't hold that side stake, he might have actually hit that, but yeah, or the side heavy. Yeah. He might have actually hit that, but regardless, got the neutral sig, and now he's back on his tried and true weapon with not a lot of damage added up to him either. Dummy's starting to kind of like step back a little bit, which is what I was expecting to see. You know, you get your advantage, get your true damage, stay close, but like, you know, don't immediately throw out an option so that way you end up getting punished for it. So
nice. Oh, didn't jump.
Didn't get the full conversion.
Okay, weapon toss. Nice ground pound. Dummy looking alive, able to even up the stocks. And this is a Dummy who just was in the winner's bracket, now evening it up against Doggo.
Okay. Man. Nice. Yo, okay, he is all over him right now for sure on this first part of this game.
Yo, he's just still going.
Yeah, this is the Dummy that we were talking about, man. Like, he definitely can be very sticky and very on top of you. Almost had the read right there, but he would have pushed him back up. Still, though, would have been some good damage. Okay, hold on now. A little turnaround action. Okay. No orb,
nice
but does have a scythe at the
toss.
very least. Oh, scooped. Oh, this could be a problem. Okay, Dummy actually recovering very high.
Part of me was worried he was going to Dummy brain and go for a ground pound there. But he played it smart, played high above it, picked up a sword. Wants to get the stock advantage. Doggo underneath is threatening the recovery, and that threat is too much for Dummy. Dummy's going to fall on that one. I think he really wanted that side air to hit onto Doggo and just didn't connect.
Yeah, man. Okay, so this is just a somewhat of a rough outing here for Dummy yet again. I mean, he was definitely doing well. He was getting the the momentum going, that Dummy play that we know about, but just unfortunately, the Dummy play, like, it keeps getting thwarted. You know, he makes one mistake, and it seems like Doggo's punish game is very on top. But on top of that, Doggo can get a little crazy too. Right about right here, whenever he gets that read and he's allowed to start going to a lot of these nair strings, that's when he starts going a little crazy.
Yeah, Doggo's orb it's so good, especially like for some reason the right side, if he's in the air, that is just like his space to live in. But Dummy able to even up the stocks. He's in the orange. He needs, again, that big Qatar string to keep himself alive in game number 1. Otherwise, Doggo can have all the momentum in this final set.
Yeah, there's definitely something about the way that he's playing on this right side. Like, he literally, anytime he's on the right side, he's doing the most. He's doing the most. And there it is. We're still back on the right side. This is looking like this could be a quick victory. Oh, okay, he was on stage. You're so lucky. I feel like Doggo was about to extend that very far.
Yeah, that was about to go Dummy. A mile. But Dummy, he's stuck on this corner here. You saw the exclamation points come out. Does touch down. Okay. Able to reset that wall cling. Weapon toss does land on the Dummy.
Okay.
The weapon swapping.
I don't know what he was about to do there, but it looked like it was going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Perfect toss. Catch this.
And now, Doggo, with all the momentum here, has won 4 of the last 5 games against Dummy, and very well could get the dub in 2v2s and 1v1s for the Spring Championship.
Yeah. All right, man. So as we continue to get into it, I'm seeing just some great play overall from Doggo. And Dummy, I mean, he's really not that far behind. It's just, again, Doggo's punish game right now has been, like, exceptional. You know, he is just, anytime Dummy goes a little too far, Doggo gets like 2 or 3 good hits, or he puts Dummy in a real bad position that forces him to like end up like he has to recover in such a weird way that if he doesn't do that, he ends up just dying anyway. So good stuff to Doggo as he's 2 away from taking this here tournament from losers.
Yeah, that's a nice run from Doggo if he can do it. Meanwhile, Dummy going to try to shut it down. He was the one who was sitting on the winner's side, having not dropped games. And now he has only taken 1. Like, this is just looking rough for Dummy. Doggo, again, he's on the right side. That's the threat area, the control of this orb.
So what can you do to get back in here? He's right there, but luckily he was able to find a one.
Okay. Oh,
couldn't get
where's
close
the
enough.
dare?
He was definitely close enough to, to get the nice hit, but unfortunately that just didn't work. Like, he just couldn't get back down. And you were right, though. I think the dare might have saved him, but unfortunate.
Either way, Dummy still coming back. On his unarmed looking all right against Doggo. Weapon toss going to miss. Does burn the dodge from Doggo, but Dummy not able to capitalize.
Yeah. Man, he's getting all the great hits right here. Doesn't get that down air, but there it is, finally getting the stock off. Not a lot to say about Doggo's health or percentage, though, his damage. He's only in the yellow, and he's just now hitting yellow, so should be fine. He gets right back in there, gets a slight lead.
Getting these hits. Doesn't get the dodge read there. Doggo able to dodge out. Again, dodging out. Avoids the follow-up there.
All right. There it is. You can see him definitely. Not sure what that was.
I think that's supposed to be a ground pound.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be a ground pound for sure. Yeah, but unfortunately didn't get off the side, so he ends up doing a down sig backwards. He's got the lead here as far as the
Okay.
Let's get through that. As far as the damage goes, oh, I'm surprised he didn't actually stay out there for that edge guard this time. He had forced the dodge already, so it wasn't like he was going to be able to get anything outside of recovery. Nice. Heavy real quick.
With how many times Dummy has overextended, I kind of respect him just playing it safe, being like, all right, I'm unarmed, you're coming back, I'll let you come back, I'll just try to take weapon control there. Going deep, and that's that overextension I was talking about. Doggo just going to turn around side air and even up the stock count.
All right. Well, it's now time to see if he can actually still close this one out, man. Dummy, he's been behind for quite some time, but he is starting to kind of get a little more hits here. As the set has been going on, he's finding more hits here on Doggo, but Doggo's still just dominant playing on the orb. Luckily, he was able to slide over that.
Good dodge out from Dummy.
Oh,
nice.
That's yeah.
Dummy caught the dodge read.
Yeah, because he's been dodging down a lot, and right there, I'm kind of surprised he decided to dodge down instead of like out or something, But I guess he wanted to try to touch the wall as quick as possible. But Dummy has been, every time he gets a jab or a neutralize, he'll he'll pretty much wait. Like, he's been doing neutralize into wait quite often to kind of figure out what you want to do, and then he'll decide I'm going to play a little different.
Yeah, it's a really good setup tool, and of course, like, with how long this set's been going, he's hit a lot of neutralites, which means he's seen the kind of common dodges from Doggo, like you said, those dodges down. So Dummy able to take full advantage of it when he needs to finish off the stock, and that'll tie it up, one apiece between Doggo and Dummy in the grand finals.
Yeah, so that's good though, man. Doggo, Dummy also got a game in the first, in the first set, so hopefully it goes the other way for him. I'm sure he wants to still win this tournament, but just Doggo again now swarming him, trying to make sure he couldn't get a weapon, but he was Brawlhalla gods blessed him, putting one right under his feet.
Nice 4-piece from Dummy though. Doggo finding a return. But that's guitar life right there, is you hit 4 and the opponent hits 2 and they're even, if not in the lead, because that's where Doggo's at right now. Another down air, and it could be the stock, but he misses the weapon toss, so Dummy will get the wall touch. Okay.
Smart for him to get all the way up there. Dummy was looking for, he was able to touch the wall, so that was all just good options for him, going for the gravity cancel, touch the wall, and potentially put a big threat out there, but still, that's going to be Doggo with a little bit of a lead here. See if he can capitalize on that and push it a little further.
Wake up response from Dummy. Again, trying to get these follow-ups off that bounce.
He's doing the mix-up that he's getting off of these side lights are good too, because earlier percent you see him go from side light down light or side light neutral air, and then later on obviously he's going to go for the KO with the side light side air. Oh.
Delayed.
Maybe not expecting to come back to that stage so quickly.
All right. Yeah, definitely going to be priming the sword for the potential knockout here. Another side air could be it. Punish opportunity, goes for a down air. Maybe just didn't think he had enough damage on the Doggo. but that means Doggo still getting to keep this stock.
Yeah, I was expecting him to kind of go straight for the recovery, but oh no, and that's going to be another stock gone for sure. The weapon toss, he can't get back up here. Doggo now with a 2-stock lead. Yes, he is very hurt on this stock though, but even if he loses it right now, like, I mean, he has done more than enough on this first stock to put himself in a very solid lead. That's going to be the stock right there, finally, the neutral light all the way over at the right side of the stage.
Dummy with the Katars looking like a repeat of the last game where he has to bring out a big Katar string in order to bring himself back, but he is a full stock behind Doggo right now. A couple of nairs to start it off.
Okay. He is trying his hardest right here to really make himself one game away from winning this here Australian tournament. But Dummy, obviously, I have something to say about it. May not have enough to say about it because this that was a great setup. I was kind of expecting him to go for a second neutral sig. Yeah. But so he would have caught me too, like straight up.
I would have gone out too, man. But goodness gracious, what an ending sequence! Like, I definitely was like, all right, he got it. He launched it. He's good. He can back off. But Doggo just kept going in. He's finding the right amount of pressure on top of Dummy. And now Doggo, one game away from closing it out over Dummy and being crowned the spring champion in both 1v1s and 2v2s for Australia.
And I'm pretty sure that's going to feel quite good for him because, I mean, the way that he's playing right now, it's playing out of his mind. You know what I'm saying? Doggo, I wasn't expecting him to go this ham, but he is able to do it. Now, the thing is, though, he has to close it out right here, right now, because if he gets to the game 5, I feel like that's a lot of games he's got to play against Dummy. You know?
Yeah. That is, it's definitely, the one advantage Dummy has, right, is that he was on the winner's side. He didn't have to play as many sets or games, right? Doggo lost at the start of top 8, so he had to play an extra 2 sets to get to this spot, but here we are in game number 4, and Dummy has made the swap to the rock.
Okay. You know what? Like, I mean, I'm with it. The hammer, you know, easy KOs there, or easier KOs. You know, when you can get all this damage with the Katars and just swap over to hammer and just look for a side air, to be honest. So maybe that's something that he's, you know, willing to look at. The thing is, though, the hammer can get punished really hard. It does have some pretty long animations.
It does have some reach, and also, I mean, it's the people's champion on the world champion, so definitely a nice spot to be in. Oh, nice side sig. Okay.
I'm not sure why I went for that second one, but
first one's okay. Second one's kind of sus.
Okay, now he's getting comboed up. Oh, that was a beautiful combo off the read. And he tries to wrap it up and send him packing.
Oh, spot dodge. Oh, the clash out saves Dummy. Doggo goes underneath with the recovery. Both of them looking to take the first stock. Dummy with the punish from behind. The weapon despawns. He has the weapon advantage. Doggo! D-Light, gravity cancel, neutral heavy, and Doggo takes the first stock in game number 4. 2 stocks left for Doggo to be crowned the champion.
And that was definitely exactly what he needed to do. I'm pretty sure the recovery was not going to kill him. Like, he just barely went past that blast zone with the GC ground heavy. So I give it up. Still living, just barely. Will not be able to survive another one of those, though. So he can definitely fish for some neutral airs and some side airs. And just hope that he hits one of these for the victory, for the KO off the stock. Oh, or the down air. Okay.
Yeah. That scoop does have a fair amount of variable force on it, but he's going to go over to the Katars for that damage build-up potential. Trying to deny this weapon pickup. Doggo does get it and gets past that down air.
I don't know why. I just, for some reason, just wasn't expecting him to like hit like that, you know?
Oh, the scoop?
Yeah, well, yeah, because I was expecting him to go for the, you know, the up airs and neutral airs, but he like scooped past them and they scooped him up and sent him out. So, or the neutral airs. I keep saying up air, but you know, same thing. I hold up when I hit neutral airs all the time. So
yeah. It's the same move that comes out. But, yeah, that's one thing that's nice about that down air is it can be tricky, can catch people off guard. But Dummy getting tricked up by the shotgun blast of Doggo. And Doggo, one stock away from being crowned the spring champion.
Right. Okay, shoots out of there. Okay. Still moving out there as well, man. Doing okay. I like that chase though. You know, just put a little more pressure on him, force him to spin his options. You know,
if it hit, it was huge. The ground pound is huge. Dummy able to even up the stocks. He wants to take this to game number 5.
Yeah, this is really up to Doggo to close this one out right here right now. I would probably obviously, you know, wanting to win the tournament, you want to win it as quick as possible. But right here, I feel like if you give Dummy an opening, he might actually be able to take that to the win. So yeah, closing out right here is super important. But he's doing a good job, even on the scythe.
Oh, now he's over the orb. This is big. Doggo has the opportunity, has so much control here on the right side. Dummy's burning a lot of movement. 1 exclamation point. Doggo goes below. It's a fake out as he comes back up for the neutral light. Dummy, he's so scared.
Yeah, and I mean, I honestly, with the way that, okay, great read.
Nice. Oh, he missed the center.
Oh no, that was definitely the game. Actually, not even probably. He was gone.
Okay.
Oh, he has another chance.
The dodge read.
Okay.
Not gonna switch to the hammer just yet. Oh, misses the dodge. All right, hammer.
Okay, there's the hammer.
Here's the hope. Scoop up, and Dummy takes it to game 5. Ooh.
You know, the thing is, like, Sentinel's not even that strong. Like, but that scoop has some force on it, man. That was nice. Dummy really played that last stock really well. Because, I mean, he was playing on the side really, like, scared, but for good reason, you know?
Yeah.
Doggo's been doing good stuff off the side with his edge guards and things like that. But, yeah, him playing slow definitely allowed him to get back into that game and then find that scoop for the finish. Game 5, man, the last game that we can even have in this tournament. Whoever wins this will win the tournament. I'm sure Doggo's kind of kicking himself right there for not closing it out, but you got another chance, kid. Got another chance.
Currently tied 2-2. Doggo's in chat, like, what's the score? We've been playing so long, I'm lost. But it is currently 2-2. Game 5. Winner of this is the Australian Spring Champion. Doggo, the current 2v2 Spring Champion, could be the 1v1 Spring Champion as well. On the other side, Dummy, the current Australian 1v1 World Champion, could also be the current 1v1 Spring Champion. Is big either way.
Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely a major point for my man. Hopefully he can get the win here for Doggo. I mean, like, he's been fighting so hard. You reset the bracket. Anytime someone resets the bracket, like, I'm always like, I want that person to win, because, like, you had to fight so much harder to get there. But it really, like, Dummy really walked away with that game right at the end, and I feel like that's the type, that little walkaway probably gave him the confidence he needs to go ahead and take the entire set. Hopefully.
Maybe. I mean, like, even if you rewind a little bit, right? Doggo took the second stock of Dummy and was, like, in yellow. That was a huge comeback at the end of Game 4 for Dummy to take that and close it out. But meanwhile, it's worth pointing out because it's just so absurd to me. Dummy had not lost a game until running into Doggo. So Doggo coming in here, taking the first best of 5, resetting it, and taking it to Game 5 is still huge. And we now are getting into the final game of Australia. Doggo versus Dummy on Demon Island.
All right. So, Demon Island is our last stage for the Australia tournament. Doggo trying to make this reset and win happen. Dummy trying to close it out right here, right now. Doggo actually doing a lot right now with the scythe. You know, we've been talking about this man's orb the entire time. But the scythe, when he does get it started, there is some good gameplay on that as well. Dummy, on the other hand, has been doing most of his work with the guitars, but in that last game, the hammer really was the star of the show, getting them those KOs. So great swap to the rock to get him, you know, a little further into this bracket.
Yeah, the rock, the hammer, able to finish off a lot of those stocks for Dummy. Still behind in the damage department. Goes up the down sig, but not quite over the corner, so Doggo has room to land safely. Damage advantage to Doggo. Another sider, and Dummy could be gone.
Doggo's guesses right now a little off the mark. I think he's expecting Dummy to jump up more often than he is. Great down air, though, to find that stock. Just like, it was literally like the perfect spacing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it seems like he's looking for Dummy to jump more with the amount of neutral sigs I've seen thrown out, or just anti-airs in general. But Dummy has been kind of like, you know, slowly making his way back in. Okay. This time looking for a dodge to the right.
I'm gonna say something absurd, but every time Doggo hits that down air off the corner, it just looks like an adult hitting a medicine ball into a kindergartner's face to me. Like, it just deletes the opponent.
Honestly, yeah. Yeah, and it's the way that he's getting them so frequently, too. So there it is. Now, he is, you know, again, now Dummy, he didn't make a come from behind win, but this game is escaping him a little more than the last one. He's about to be down to his last stock before he even got him into the red. Like, he's like an orange red right now, so.
He has a hammer. Ooh, good spot dodge from Doggo. I thought Dummy had the movement on that one. Misses the stomp. Doggo ready to take another one.
Surprised that stomp missed, though. It seemed like it was right there, but okay. I guess the invincibility frame's still on.
Oh, another side air, and this is what you were talking about. Dummy now on his final stock. Doggo with 3 stocks to his name, poised to take the spring championship.
Yeah, man. What a way to quell that momentum of Dummies. He has went through this entire bracket without losing any games, and then he comes up to you, and not only does he lose games, but he might have actually lost the entire tournament. This is big for Doggo.
Side air. Doggo just getting extra credit on extra credit. Dummy just struggling to finish the stock off. Can't hit there. Falling Nair finally takes the first stock off of Doggo. More than 2.5 minutes into the game.
Yeah, and 2.5 minutes and pretty much 2.5 stocks. I mean, man is in orange right now, so this is it's like 2 1/3 stock, if you will. So it is just looking pretty bad right now. And he's really
playing with his food.
Okay.
He's throwing out those down sigs. Dummy gonna try to take advantage of it. The dodge to avoid the down heavy. Dummy can't keep the pressure stage.
How are we finishing this off? Yeah, he has to get back. There's not a lot of wall to work with there, so yeah, you got to get back to the stage sooner than later. And he is, honestly, man, like, I get that Dummy is Doggo's one away, but he is playing with his foot a little much right here.
Yeah. Definitely messing around. Knows he's got this. The sidelight side air will do it. Doggo will be crowned the spring champion in 2v2s and 1v1s for Australia.
Yeah, man, I know he has to feel good. Coming from behind with that win as well, bro. Had to go to the loser's bracket, tear his way through loser's bracket, re-beat the person who put him in loser's bracket, and then get the reset and the win. Good stuff to Doggo for taking Australia. Both sides, man. You know, the dubs and the singles. I know he's feeling real good about that.
Doggo really played out of his mind the past 2 weekends for spring championship. Really, the orb. If anyone out there is like, how do I play orb? Watch that and just make notes, because that was just a masterclass from Doggo. There you can see the run that everybody had. Doggo was doing so well. Ran into Kyler Alice, got beat 3-2, and made that lower bracket run. Meanwhile, Dummy hadn't lost a game before getting into the grand finals, and then he got reset.